Oh, Clara, are you saying you guys are gonna be winning again? Sorry, are you saying you're gonna be winning again?
I hope so. And
Supporting SRG, I'm gonna be a good luck charm.
Oh, that was me?
Oh wow!
Caster
my-
Clara! Oh my gosh,
With my face like that?
it's okay. You're still prettier now.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, definitely prettier now.
But yeah, I was casting the greatest year for Indonesia. That was Indonesia versus Indonesia grand finalist, and it was super epic. That was our first and only for now. But yeah, that was me 6 years ago.
Honestly, you look better now, in my humble opinion. But again, I'm bringing luck to SRG. We'll see what happens today and tomorrow. Okay?
I agree. Now, okay. There's more.
Who? I can see familiar face around here.
Yeah, you know what? I
Gideon,
see
but
someone familiar.
is that
Where?
Is that Poji?
It is.
your Poji?
Wow, what a glow up
And
Poji has
this
had.
one- Oh.
Yes, it is I, Poji! Back then, I was just a normal audience supporting for Toda, cheering for them, but unfortunately, we lost. But now, I'm here again in the same arena, level up as a side reporter. But then again, I'm not here alone. I'm here with the fans that from the beginning in 2019 with me supporting for Malaysia team. And now, Ken, my brother, come here. Hello, my man. Apa khabar, bang?
Alhamdulillah baik.
Alright, bang. Sebelum ni abang datang kan, apa perasaan abang daripada M1 sampai ke M6? Ada tak perubahan, perbezaan, semangat?
Kalau tengok daripada setup stage, M1 dia punya setup screen dia macam petak kan. Dia ada box tengah. So compare tu yang sekarang untuk M6 lebih orang cakap dalam bahasa Indo keren. Lebih keren lah.
So I was just asking him, so what's the difference from M1 to M6 for Malaysian side? He said, previously back in M1, the screen is flat and square. But now we already have a curved screen. We already have things upgraded. Plus, we also have a lots of audience and crowd that cheering for SRG as well. And also, all of us here is supporting for Malaysian team. We are hoping for Malaysian team win as well. True, right? True. And as well, lots of things as well and as well. Macam-macam benda. Tapi, but now, I nak tanya lagi juga kan, untuk macam-macam lagi perkara yang berlaku sekarang ni kan, daripada M1 sekarang kan, abang rasa bangga tak dengan pencapaian tim Malaysia?
Kalau tengok daripada M1, dia punya prestasi agak bangga lah. Compare tu sejak macam SRG menang MSC itu hari kan. So, bak kata mas, kita ada peningkatan. Macam tu.
Alright. Kita ada macam, okay, what I'm asking him, what's the changes for the team itself? He said, previously we're always losing, but now since SRG took the lead, always winning since MSC, and now just like the casters must say, kita ada peningkatan. We have some things that, upgraded. We have improvement. So, I think that's it from us over here. And let's send back to the host.
It's incredibly heartwarming to see such nostalgic memories and of course seeing familiar and new faces. Now Clara, you've been here since M1, back at Axiata Arena. How is Axiata Arena like for M6?
6 years, and as we can see, the esports scene has grown. And for the fans, the ultras, super fans around the globe, they just give the spirit for the teams. It's like the sixth player for the teams.
Honestly, did you envision it to be as big as it is now, from all those years ago to here we are in 2024?
I couldn't imagine it because it's super packed. Their spirit is super huge and it's breakthrough the player's heart.
Okay, well honestly, when it comes down to the growth of Mobile Legends, the growth of M6, it comes down to you. It comes down to the fans who have made it what it is here today. Of course, the players play a role, but you, the support you've shown either by coming on ground to the carnival, streaming online, going to the qualifiers, going to IOI City Mall, this is why we're here today, and we prepared a little tribute for you, so enjoy the video.
gonna be from Indonesia. He was legend.
It is unfortunate that their journey has to end here.
This is the reason why we support Onyx DH is they are the last representative of our country.
Been staying in Abu Dhabi for 2 years. I just come back here just to support the SRG.
The golden road continues in Axiata.
Ребят, вы очень долго к этому готовились, вы очень много в это вложили сил, энергии. Вы прошли огромный путь. Это самая лучшая ваша форма. Именно сейчас пора идти к этой победе.
Saya di sini cuma mau kasih tahu kalian, saya percaya banget kalian cuma perlu fokus saja ke gamenya, do your best, have fun, dan semoga kita bisa bawa pulang M Series kembali ke Indonesia.
Mama harap you dapat buat yang terbaik. Then our big family also behind you, support you. Tunjukkan pada dunia yang you boleh.
Whatever happens, Onyx Fanatic, we are here for you. Pinas ng Malakas!
The hometown heroes' ongoing journey towards the end of the Golden Road has not been easy. Buffed by the home crowd's cheers, they now stand taller than ever. Merah, Kuni, Lambang, Bangaan, Selangor, Red Giants! Dark Horse, White Dragon, mighty contender with a perfect blend of feisty first-timers and seasoned veterans. The pride of EECA remain unfazed against established powerhouses. Svenja Netsilny, Dracona, Team Spirit! The last time the M Series was held within these halls, an Indonesian team won it all. As the World Championship returns to where it started, these young stallions look to repeat history as their nation's last hope. Generasi Baru Indonesia, Team Liquid Indonesia! The first team to step closer towards becoming greater than ever. Hailing from the House of Champions, the Super Family locked in to claim the Philippines' 5th straight World Championship title. Ang Lakas ang Pinas, Fnatic, Onyx, Philippines! The stage is set and the crowd is hyped and lively. Brace yourself as we witness history unfold. Greater 4, welcome to the place where legends are born!
The players are ready and we are about to start the game. But before we start the game, are you guys ready? One more time! Are you guys ready? Woo! That was fire! And now we're about to head for the game. Now let's go back to the dash. I love you so much.
Wow. What an opening. Satu pembukaan yang terbaik, Adin.
Untuk merasai apa the vibe tu, saya nak kena buka IM saya sebentar tadi, nak dengar the crowd, the chant, and it was electrifying tau sebenarnya.
Skrin tu turun naik, turun naik, turun naik, turun naik.
Aku kan nak cakap apa,
Wow.
Aku kan nak cakap apa,
Okay.
Kalau EWC punya stage macam ni,
Hai.
MC macam ni, lagi tinggi, brother.
Kita dah
Dia boleh turun Tapi memang tinggi. Tapi memang tinggi.
Okay. This is why kepada semua orang yang ada tiket, dapat tiket, make sure korang datang.
Please.
Make sure korang datang. There's a lot for you guys to see dengan screen yang besar, dengan 360 angle. 14K punya screen panel dekat bahagian belakang. The only way untuk korang merasai benda ni to experience it, untuk datang sebenarnya. Tapi of course, kepada yang tak dapat hadir, it's okay. Korang still boleh datang juga sebab ada M6 Carnival, ada watch party juga yang sedang berlangsung.
Ada banyak persembahan tau. Ada main artis.
Banyak persembahan. Apa dia?
Kita ada orkestra, bro.
Orkestra!
Ya.
Professional orkestra!
Professional orkestra kita bawa, tapi bukan hari ni lah.
Esok.
Tapi hari ni kita ada, tak salah saya, kita ada persembahan daripada Amir Masdi. Penyanyi lagu MPL, bro.
Jago!
Biar dia je lah, biar dia je.
Biar nasib baik Amir Masdi
Amir Masdi je kan.
Biarlah Amir Masdi nyanyi.
Aku tadi dah pesan selotip.
Selotip, alright.
Tak sampai lagi. So, kita tunggu nanti macam mana kalau boleh sampai ke tidak. Alright. Kita ada kurang lagi 9 minit untuk kita masuk ke dalam perlawanan pertama kita. Agak lama lagi sebenarnya.
Patut awak teruskan.
Comfortability, and Team Spirit is also finding an identity, but it has been an identity of change, right? They are always willing to spice things up. They're always willing to bring their own flavor. So it is a steadiness of SRG versus a chaos of Team Spirit. I am excited about it. The Golden Road under siege.
We gotta talk about Hiko Mania versus the half-man, half-beast, Innocent. So right now, Wheezy, what do you think about this matchup of the gold lane?
Well, Hiko, one of the youngest gold laners in M6, going up against the half-man, half-beast, breaking records every step of the way inside of M6. Definitely a lot on the line, even when it comes to Team Spirit. Their logo, right? They're saying there's no greater beast than the dragon, but there's a half-man, a half-beast.
I mean, we heard it from the host on the walk-ins of Team Spirit. Their slogan is there's really no beast that's stronger than a dragon. And Hiko Mania is making one hell of an argument. At 16 years old and also having veterans in Sunset Lover and as well as Sawo, they have been yearning for a championship title for so long.
Listen, Hiko wants to let Innocent know he's just getting started. This is first M series for him. He's been to MSC. He's been honing down the craft. But today he is up against Innocent, an MSC winner. A monster right now, another hungry player. And that's the thing about these four teams and these two teams now is everybody's new to this stage. Everybody's hungry. They all want that grand final slot.
Let's talk about what Hiko Mania Hiko gives to the team of Team Spirit. Because I gotta say, I feel like Hiko is the identity for Spirit. They know who to play for. They know the win condition. And that's man right there, Hiko Mania.
I'm telling you, it comes down to two simple things. He is unstoppable in lane. Nobody has really taken him down in a 1v1 matchup. He is insane during team fights. You never really see him miss position. And with a team that's looking to cover him, he's comparable to even Innocent himself.
And right now, the M6 Innocent. Guilty as charged? Nah, man. He's way too damn innocent. You can't get him.
Can't get him. There's no way to put him in a cage. A half-man, a half-beast. May go full beast as we jump into the match against the Dragons. And man, he has been a monster. Breaking records left and right. Taking Skylar's title.
Yeah, I mean, like we said before, you're innocent until proven guilty. You're innocent until you're caught. And Innocent has not gotten caught, man. This guy has been a monster. And I mean, I can't express it more. He's just gotten better and better along with the team right now. And I think when I look at Hiko, when I look at Innocent, Hiko has the ability to peek out, but he's also made a few more mistakes, whereas Innocent, he's taken those risks, but he succeeds with the risks every time.
Which really begs the question. Lafal, between you and me, we know that even amongst the team, sometimes they're telling, yo, Innocent, don't do it. And Innocent's like, nah, when nobody else believes in me, I'll believe in myself and I'll take charge.
Now, here's the thing. He can take those risks because he trusts his team. Good choice, bad choice, doesn't matter. He's going to go for the play and it's up to his team to follow up, to defend him, to make him shine. If they die, they die, but they will die trying. And that's what I love about Selangor Red Giants. They started as a fresh team, but now their bond really solidifies. If they lose, so be it, as long as they make the play.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, every team is probably happy essentially with their placements in general. I'm not saying that not every team wants to get to grand finals. Listen, man, it's been a long road, and a lot of the teams we're looking at now didn't start off great. You know, the fact that some of these teams are here at top 4 is already kind of unprecedented.
Hey, but that's the hero story, right? The growth. We've seen movies, man. They start off not really being all that special, but that's what makes them greater than ever. They never give up. Just because they lose doesn't mean they can't get back up and get stronger, Gideon.
It's a mental game. It really is a mental game here. If you can hear the crowd behind us, it may be home soil, and I think that team spirit is going to have a bit of a challenge. But however, as that mentality grows, I'm thinking that team spirit, they want more.
Yeah, now we got to talk to Sunset Lover, building a greater legacy. M5 was a great run for me. We didn't get any invitation to M4, and we entered M5 without any experience of the meta. In the end, we only lost to Indonesian and Filipino teams. At the time, I really felt that we can keep improving to try and win. I hope this time we can win it all. And here's the thing. This is the start of a challenge. If you want to grow, if you want to show that you're the best, you got to go up against the best. We got Malaysia, Indonesia, and Philippines. It's a clear road for Team Spirit if they want to show that they are indeed the best.
Promises have been made. I'm just going to say, put that out there. Kid Bomba has already said that he wants to win this for Sunset Lover as well as Sawo, that they deserve a chance not only on the world stage, but to hold up that trophy at least one time in their professional lifetime.
Yeah, heavily decorated, but never able to claim that title in the end. And now, another shot after 1 year of training. We got to see what they have in stock.
Yeah, right now we're looking at the players here on our lovely stage. We're looking at Team Spirit, and alongside with them is Selangor Red Giants. You guys see the timer there. We're 3 minutes in, going into the draft. Gentlemen, we got to talk about the draft here because both teams have showed that they can play the joy. Sakai's has been having a great time lately, but we got to talk about that mid-joy Sunset Lover. When he gets the joy, I think even Innocent will have a hard time running away from the piece.
Yeah, it's such a spicy pick that they did that, but hold on a second. We got an M chat popping up.
Yep, we talked to Kid Bomba. How did the team manage to defeat Falcon Esports? And he said,
I think their match against Phenom showed up their strength, but also their weakness. We targeted Dax 2 because we was the strongest point of the team. We used that knowledge to execute our plan into the game. As a result, they couldn't play like they usually do anymore.
Accurate to Kid Bomba's voice.
Great Bomba impression. Best one I've heard in years.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I tried.
Look, if I was facing that in the XP lane and he was speaking like that, man, you can have the game. Take my tower. Take it.
I don't need the lane. I don't need the tower. It's too much to handle. Keep him away from me, man.
You're not in lane with me.
If you're talking about that, right, let's talk about the lane matchup here. Kid Bomba going up against Cram. And I got to tell you guys, since the Swiss stage started, win or lose, Cram has been a rock for the team.
I have to agree with you. Cram has been a rock for the team, and I would say that even Kid Bomba, depending on the matchup that he gets, could really have a up or down performance, but generally his baseline is consistent. That's why the draft is going to be so important, because Team Spirit, their hero pool is so very, very deep. There's a lot of drafting feints, and it looks like the audience is also just as excited to get into that draft to see what that matchup is going to be.
That's right. As the drums are beating, so are the hearts of the players getting ready to jump into the draft. And yes, the XP matchup is definitely going to be something we keep our eyes on.
Yeah, you guys can get the code as well. Apparently the code is I love MRO. Scan that code, get your goodies right now. But as we're about to jump into the game here, I gotta tell you, gentlemen, personally for me, I feel like Team Spirit will have an advantage in the draft just because of their deep hero pool and that flexibility.
Here's the thing though, SRG also has brought in a lot of interesting picks, things like the Veils. They're not scared to spice it up. And when I look at these two teams, there's a lot of similarities. Both mid laners are willing to kind of go outside of range. Both the XP laners want to get to the back line, want to try to bully. Both gold laners, aggressive, monsters, and both junglers are able to throw in assassins to the mix. I mean, these are two teams with similar clashing play styles.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch out for the Sawo Sunset Lover special. But then on the other side, Cram and Humes, right? Able to get to the back line. We've seen just within the last few matches of watching SRG play, they like to create chaos. They like to create separation, and that's where they punish.
I mean, the big difference between these two teams is really going to boil down to, I want to draft a composition that's safe, that's all-rounded, and then this SRG. Let's put a little bit of risk in there because the reward is just too sweet.
Now here's the thing. We know Arcadia. He understands the matchup. He's willing to let go of very strong heroes because he knows how to fight against them. And with that, ladies and gentlemen of Axiata Arena, we're jumping into the drafting phase. The first draft of Axiata Arena, the first game of this match. Selangor Red Giants going up against Team Spirit. Team Spirit is up first in first pick. Selangor Red Giants down in the second pick. Looking at the bands here. Drex, talk us through this.
Okay, so this is something I was kind of expecting from Team Spirit. They've been common, especially on first pick, to be one of the teams that ban out the monster gold laners. They feel comfortable with Hiko on the 1-1. They feel comfortable with Hiko on the Beatrix. They also get rid of the Joy. I'm expecting a blue Yo pick right up front here.
I think that's totally understandable. A couple of other picks that we should point out is probably the U that could be handed over to SRG as second pick, but that's not all. The fact that Team Spirit has not only gotten rid of the Droid and Ranger as well as the Bruno, they want to make sure that this is a traditional matchup.
So they immediately slot in this Hilda, which is another big risk, but here's the spice. We immediately go for this Hayabusa, which honestly, without Joy, not a bad pickup at all.
Yeah, but with the Hilda at least, Blue Yo, we've seen, even especially in the earlier levels, can take some level of punishment, and that information is valuable for gold laners and mid laners.
And not only that, but it also punishes whatever Hiko wants to bring into the field.
Also true, but that's on the assumption that he's not going to have the support system, and I'm still not seeing a Yve bed just yet, and it hasn't been picked up by TS as well.
And right now, honestly, looking at the crowd reaction, they love SRG's pick, but I gotta say, we don't see a lot of Hayabusa on Sakai's, and one of the most banned heroes here, we got the Phobius. Phobius in the hands of Kid Bomba, one of the best EXP laners in the world, in one of the best picks in the world. And now, even that Bellaric. I gotta talk to you, Weezy, here. How do you feel about the first 3 picks for Team Spirit?
Now, the Bellaric's a little interesting, but definitely can provide the crowd control. But when we're looking at this Hayabusa, right, highly mobile, it gives you the 50-50 when it comes to the retribution plays on the neutral objectives. And SRG already has a great hero, the Hilda, to be able to get to the backline. Normally we see the Humes and the Cram special come into effect with these backline heroes to be able to create that chaos.
Something that we do have to note, the Cho is open, but we do have to see if that is what Humes wants to prioritize here. Going up against the Bellaric, it will not be easy because with the Wrath of the Dryad, it can catch you off guard. Now, Trex, looking at the third pick here, give me your thoughts on the heroes picked by Selangor Red Giants.
So I was expecting maybe the Cho as well, because then at least you both need gold laners, you both need mid laners, but this is kind of a switch up. We take away the 1-1 from Hiko. Now we go into fine. You wanted to start off banning marksman? Well, we're gonna finish off banning marksman and just really dig into Hiko's hero pool.
Okay, so right now, Weezy, looking at the picks here, do you agree with Trex? Do you feel like Selangor Red Giants should look at that gold lane and start batting them out?
Yeah, definitely want to find an answer to kind of deny that power pickup in the side of the gold lane. So I think with the 1-1, it'll be good for the setups. Got to watch out for that crossbow tank.
I don't know. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I'm seeing a lot of dashes on the side of SRG within that first rotation in 1-1 as well as Hayabusa, and that's really good for someone like a Phobius. So if Phobius not only wins out his lane, but is able to, you know, unlock himself from that side of the map, he's going to cause a lot of problems for the back line.
So maybe they're thinking too hard on what we can take from them instead of thinking about how we're getting countered with these picks. Like, SRG's idea of stealing is okay, but the picks maybe aren't working into what they're drafting against.
A possibility, but at the same time, since they're banning out the Harith, they really want to hammer down on Hiko Mania, give a good matchup, and then maybe we'll look to play some early game nonsense, right? Warcry and Hayabusa works really, really well, and we've seen Hayabusa plus Hilda do a lot of work with the help of a mid laner who can push.
Right now, honestly, looking at the draft between Team Spirit as well as Slagmoray Giants, I feel like they have a pretty good understanding of their win conditions for both teams. The only thing is, Team Spirit, they kind of have a win condition in creating space. The question is, what are they creating it for? Looking at the draft, looks like they want a long-range marksman as well as mid laner. And so far, the thing that got banned was the Harith. So this honestly looks to me like Team Spirit is, they have the potential to get an ideal draft for themselves.
And you know, I'm looking at the other side of the court, right? I'm looking at SRG. When I see a composition such as a Beleric and a Phoveus and a Suyo, these are all frontline heroes. You know who'd be a great pickup here? The Lu Yi, because you can get that duality, you can get the setup. Not to mention when you have a Hilda, you're kind of limited on the crowd control.
Actually, I don't know about the Lu Yi. I would think something with a little bit more push and power. Because overall, maybe even the Veil, that's a pretty good shout. Because even if you do TP into their backline, that Beleric is such a huge deterrent. You're probably only sending 1 or 2 people max.
Yeah, the Beleric's really got to watch how he plays. I know that the Phoveus counters, but honestly, the Wanwan's a good answer to the Beleric. Beleric's got to be careful. And I really think the Veil could be clutch here. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Yve is calling. It's just a powerful mage overall. But with this frontline dive that Team Spirit has brought, some sort of stiff arm, some sort of blockage, it's what I'm looking for. A little bit of crowd control to kind of slow down what TS wants to bring.
I really like the Faramist band here because they have the Hayabusa, they have the 1-1. They want to fight, but they want to end the fight as quickly as possible. And Faramist is a good counter towards the 1-1, not just in terms of defense, but offense as well. Once the Faramist have 3 items, even the 1-1 can't survive the Ghostbusters. Selangor Red Giants, they have another win condition. Pick off here. Drex, how do you feel about the Jawhead?
I mean, it's been their aggressive Kickstarter pick for a lot of games. They love it in second phase, and especially with the Hayabusa, they just get this early game aggression.
I mean, this is an SRG special, right? Having the double offset potential to be able to get to the backline. I was wondering, when were we going to see the Hiko special? And there it comes, Beatrix slotted in.
All right, looking at the composition coming in specifically from Team Spirit, it's a very wombo combo-esque. You have an instigator in the Phoveus, and maybe when you're talking about the Suyo as well, but generally you want to stay back, wait for the right opportunity, and look for choke points to combo off with the Beatrix. However, I will say that SRG, this composition feels like it's paying homage to our fallen warriors in Vamos.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now I gotta say, something that we have to note about a Jawhead is not just about picking people off, but the jungle speed as well. The Hayabusa wants 1 level up. He wants 1 kill advantage. And this Jawhead really complements the Hayabusa well in that aspect. Slagmoray Giants, now they see the full composition here, and they got a lot of range. They got a Vexana, they got a Beatrix. So now, SRG, they have a choice. Whatever Stormy picks up can either deal with the front line or the back line. This pick is going to be very crucial for Stormy in this matchup.
I feel like they got to double up on that burst in mid lane, right?
Yeah, I'm still on board with the Veil right now. I'm still on board with the Veil right now. That's where I'm at. Yeah, give me burst. I don't want chip damage. I don't think the Yve's a little too stale, a little too still.
Also shadows.
They go for the Lu Yi, so good call on Wheezy, and it does work. It adds more aggression overall.
So now Wheezy looking at drop. You called the Lu Yi. How do you feel about Slagmoray Giants as well as Team Spirit's composition overall?
I like both, but honestly with SRG having this Jawhead and having the Lu Yi combination, you have the element of surprise, and that's going to have Team Spirit needing to kind of be a little bit more predictable, right? They have to find ways, check every single bush, because you got to expect the unexpected from SRG.
Right now, I want to talk to Trex because surprise factor is huge. But we got to think about the Beatrix. Having the Renner, you can open up the map. So as long as Hiko is very proactive in ensuring that everything is clear, will that be a deterrent for Slagmoray Giants to actually go for that surprise play?
Yeah, I think it's definitely, Hiko's going to be extremely important, but also one shot. If one shot can pop off early before SRG does, I think it's a clear win con. Either early game aggression so they don't get to a macro point, slowing SRG down as much as possible.
What do you think about that, Gideon?
I think that it's going to boil down to the early game. SRG's comp doesn't scale as heavily compared to the raw team fighting from Team Spirit, right? So again, we've seen how they like to play, lean into the river a little bit more, and Sawo extremely careful, but he's most likely going to bring Revitalize. So that first Litho Wanderer, if we don't see first blood from the side of SRG, they're going to miss an opportunity.
You have any thoughts on that, Steph Weezy, before we jump into the game?
You can't play too tight, though. When you have a Luyi on the other side, you definitely don't want to group up. You want to separate. While we're talking about all of this, the crowd is cheering. They are going wild before we jump into our first game.
I mean, here's the thing, I don't blame them. Looking at the drafts, I feel like both teams have drafted a very good win condition for both sides. Trex, you were talking about one shot can potentially get an advantage in the early game.
Yeah,
Slangoray Giants so far, how they've been doing it, they have lost the early game, but somehow they can come back in the mid game. Do you think with this draft, is it possible?
I mean, with this draft, it's very different, right? They still have macro capabilities in the end game, but having the Jawhead, having the Hayabusa, they're looking for a nice mid-game spike and looking for those early pickoffs.
I think they can do it. I mean, this is their rubber band draft, right? This is where they use the Jawhead to get to the backline. They use the Hilda to get to the backline, and the Hayabusa as well. And normally when we see this kind of composition from them, that mid to late game is where they start to take over and take control.
Well, here's the thing. There are two big concerns, both of which separately for each team. SRG, if they miss out that early game, their composition won't have as much clutching power. Yes, there is outplayability, but in terms of raw clutching power, it's not going to be the same as the other comps we've seen them play before. From the side of TS, my big concern is like how they played during their match, specifically against TL. No, it wasn't TLID actually. Just before, against Falcons, they dropped a single game with a composition that wins extremely heavily, very much around team fighting, and it comes down to the individual laning phase. I feel like if they drop the ball during that laning phase, this is going to snowball way too quickly for them to actually catch up.
If that's the case, I just want to ask a very simple question, and that question is about Hiko Mania. He got a Savage because you can't get onto him. Beatrix, the range, the lifesteal, the damage, everything S tier. The Slangoray Giants, with the Hayabusa, is there a chance that Sakai's or Saki's can actually get onto Hiko and make Hiko a non-factor?
Yes, but there's a bigger factor here, and I think that's an Innocent in this Wanwan pick. He knows for a fact that when Hiko plays the Beatrix, he likes holding up Bennett. He likes throwing bombs, and with the movement, he'll be able to dodge around it. He's got to duck and weave between the blows.
I think there's a bigger worry for Hiko, honestly. It's not as much as Sakai's. It is, we've seen when they have this Luyi, they will send Cram solo diversion. They'll solo diversion Cram to the back or into some bush during these Lord fights, and then Cram will target down on the gold laner or target down on the mid laner, especially on this Hilda. So that's something that I feel like as we get into first, second Lord, Team Spirit has to watch out for. They need to have full map awareness.
All right now, Axiata Arena, are you ready? We're throwing to the casters.
We are 1,000 strong here in Axiata Arena, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, witnessing the Iron Man run of one of these teams. It's Mirko, Naisu, and Leo at your service, bringing you the action. Gentlemen.
It's an honor to be here, man, at the M6 World Championship, calling the shots together with you guys, Leo, Naisu. I wasn't part of that M1 roster for the Axiata Arena, but now I can feel it.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what we can feel, and that's the crowd right now built up in here. Everybody's still piling in, of course, but it's an electric crowd, and it's an electric matchup that we have ahead of us between Team Spirit and SRG.
It's the air of intense history being written right before our eyes as we head into the battlefield for Game 1 in this best of 5. Claude and Dexter watching from up high as Team Spirit and Selangor Red Giants go into immortal combat for that last slot in the lower bracket finals.
Team Liquid Indonesia will be the team waiting in the lower bracket finals after the loss against Fnatic Onyx Philippines, who are waiting in the grand finals.
Yeah, that intro again with all the teams walking out, electrifying goosebumps all around, but of course with the first matchup that we have to focus on is here, and already a lot of early action.
Yeah, crazy fight in the start comes Spark Missiles, first blood for Selangor Red Giants.
That is the smart missiles and just the way Selangor Giants built their lineup, built their emblems. I think there is a lot to talk about and set up here because look at this, they're crossing the threshold of the jungle already.
Whoa, Skies quad shadow already. Can go for a shadow kill over to Sawo. No sustain, not enough to contain Skies.
Not enough, and already an early start for the home team for SRG. This is the momentum they want to build. Yums tossing up.
Wow, another ejector, one shot going in. Now it's Bomba coming in as well. Yums will be taken down by one shot. A bit of an equalizer from Team Spirit.
Finally, the Northern Dragons are on the board. The punish here by one shot. Over the past 2 weeks of competition, Selangor Giants have chosen to spend their nights and days in their gaming house, one of the few major advantages that a home team can have. It seems like today they woke up on the right side of the bed, being aggressive against Team Spirit.
They have to be, man, especially with what we've seen from Team Spirit up to this point. Lots of improvement all around every year and every tournament they've joined. First objective coming up, we'll see. They're going to zone off Cram, at least for now, so Turtle's going to go for a reset. They might just go and pressure this in. Cram's going to be fine. Again, he is this Hilda. But they'll start it up, getting in position, waiting for the buff to be secure.
Ikram took the scenic route, and that just ruined the whole approach for Team Spirit. Now starting up the Turtle once more. All it's taking is Yums. Yums is holding the Pixel Brush here, holding the Turtle hostage.
Bit of a diversion though. Skies is in the purple buff around the area in the bush. That's the in-air reaction from Stormy, trying to get someone low enough for the kill pressure. Skies going in, that's a retribution, and the shadow kill! Over to one shot, taken down despite Sunset Lover's attempt.
This is the Skies that people came to watch right now. I know it's only game one. Give the guy a Hayabusa, a hyper-scaling hero, and he does things like this.
Great start for the MSC 2024 MVP. 2 kills already on the board, putting SRG about 1,000 and change up. The Turtle once again started, Kid Bomba holding it. Yums, ooh, early start on the TPs. Stormy blasting away.
They're glad to contest this now.
They're gonna have to go ahead and feel this one out. They might just get complete control because of that play that Skies just made, so one shot secures it.
Unstoppable force coming down from Yums, a good flicker out from Bomba, and they will just be happy with the neutral objective. One shot claims it for them. Diversion. All right, no one takes it.
A lot of these, this is the utilization that you can do, obviously, with the diversion. You can either fake it out or obviously follow that up. Keeps them guessing, and that's what Stormy's going to go ahead and do here, at least with the Louis for now early on. But this is always the thing. Every time we've seen the Jawhead, I don't know.
Oh, whoa! No flicker. Bomba, though, coming down against Skies. He's on a killing spree. 3 minutes in.
More than half of SRG are so in the paint. They're so aggressive that Stormy can just take his time. TMP, I think this is his most chill early game we've seen all M6 long.
The crazy thing about it is Yums, most of the time, is just posting up like this. He's going to go ahead and toss up.
That reaction, over to one shot, has the blink. Yums is going to go for the chase. Stormy flickers forward, claims the kill. One shot, third death in the 4th minute of the game.
4 minutes in, and the smart missiles are still dealing significant damage.
That's what you're going to have to do. And like I said, you know, sometimes he's just posting up on these choke points. Diversion going to be used.
3v1 in the bottom lane. Infernal Pursuit trying to get away. Kid Bomba will do his best. Will get a kill in return. It's a 1-for-1 trade in the bottom lane.
A valiant effort by the German-Greek player for Team Spirit. Kid Bomba very vocal about all of his competitors, all of the opponents that he's faced. And here, I'm not so sure this is the same SRG we've seen in the knockouts. I'm not sure if Bomba was ready for that.
Yeah, thinking about it too, you know, it's a good point that you mentioned. You know, they spent a lot of time in their gaming house prepping for this point of the stage. And, you know, we've seen some massive comebacks from SRG alone, but this is definitely a refined version of what they showcased over at IOI. And it looks like they're all locked in. I know they've got a series to go through, but for game one, off to a great start. Team Spirit's going to want to start to figure something out to deal with Sakai's especially.
A little bit of a silver lining for fans of the ECA team, and another one!
5-0-1. The Sky Prince is rolling.
Besides the action happening mostly around these major objectives, Hiko has been untouched. 4 minutes and a half in, he's built his BOD. I'm not so sure that's going to be enough, though. SRG hitting a power spike here, scoring the second turtle.
Prime might actually be able to 1v1 diversion from the back. Stormy gets the diversion. Sunset Lover is next to the chopping block. And the Mage Prodigy claims a double.
The diversion again. This time around, Stormy finding the positioning, and they get 2 off of it. Might be looking for more. Sakai's under the turret. Pops the Shadow Kill. Gonna have to go back with Quad Shadow, though.
out of range. Hikomania knows the limits of one such Hayabusa. He knows that he is currently the pinata that once popped will propel SRG out of range of a comeback. Team Spirit now looking down the barrel of a 4,000 gold lead 6 minutes in.
It's a bad 4,000 gold lead, but whenever they're caught in a position like this, well, at least in the knockout stages, when Spirit was caught in a bad spot like this, I heard some of the comms backstage.
Yeah.
Protect the boy was what they were yelling.
And who's the boy?
It's Hiko.
It's Hiko. that's the boy. And right now, he has been having a similar experience that Innocent has, so eventually, at some point in this game, both of them will come into play and pop off in their own respective ways. We've seen Hiko do it, obviously one of the players, to get a Savage. Now, going in with the shadow kill again. The fight for the purple, he jumps back in, checks the damage, and will back off. So guys is just on it, man.
I'd say mission accomplished. SRG, they want to start choking Team Spirit. And now look at this. They're pushing them back. Fight between the XP laners, Bomba versus Cram.
Cram's winning that one, man. As long as he's able to divert Spirit from the rest of the crowd. Bomba gonna be engaged upon again. Could terrify into the internal guard. Now it's gonna be Cram in a bad spot. Wrath of the Dryad locks him down for one shot to pick up. Now Yums ejected from the back with the conceal. He takes the kill as Innocent gets the assist.
Able to get a pick off. Still going to be looking for more. Sakai jumps under the turret. Pops the shadow kill. The rest of the team comes through. But they're still going to be going.
That's a bit of rage. And still in front of pursuit. Crossbow attack from Innocent. The ejector on the boy. Hiko is down and so is One Shot.
The half-man, half-beast takes to the skies and stays alive with just a sliver of health. 3-14, 3-14, high as pie here. 7 and 40 seconds into game one.
To say they have synergy is an understatement right now, because that was about as perfect of a team fight and counting on each other than it gets. A great play under even the tier 2 turret.
Let's check out the instant replay. It all started with a 1v1 with those XP laners, and then eventually through the help of Innocent, ult, and the shadow kill through the back. How do they survive this Nibiru's passion?
It was the crossbow attack just in time. He got away from the Menace Ray, just a pixel away, and even the Soul Sever there. It was so close from being an up. Now, another skirmish as SRG continue. Innocent crossbow attack ready. Bomba's gonna be taken down. Sawo will take a brunt of that damage as Innocent will be forced to pull back again, but that should be the green light to go for the Lord.
Yeah, body down here, that's Kid Bomba. That's a major part of the front line for Team Spirit, so this is just a green light to take the Lord and get ready to march in, furthering the gold lead and power that SRG has on the map right now.
Hometown heroes, major advantage, no contest from Team Spirit. Just 3 times they were able to get a kill on SRG, the defending MSC champions. Now approaching the 9,000 gold lead in 9 minutes.
Again at this point.
The skirmish, Sawo revitalized, doesn't even matter. Innocent bursts him down. I don't believe he got the crossbow attack. No, it's just up on cooldown now. So the 1-1 can deal that much damage without the ultimate. You're in big trouble.
You're in big trouble right now as the turrets are going to be falling down too, and SRG, even without the Lord, will make plays like this. And that's your front line again.
Gentlemen, trouble might be an understatement. Team Spirit, I don't think I've seen them this down all M6 long and Innocent. The rest of SRG now out of what, 12,000 gold lead, and they're popping holy shields.
Man, as they approach this, holy shields are already down. Team Spirit backs further against the wall. Oh no.
Shadow kill over. One shot will be able to blink out. Skies styling, going back and forth with the quad shadow. Lord up top, coming down. Yums with the conceal, already with the ejector as well. Bomba's gonna be caught now as Innocent goes in. Unstoppable force, and it will be a flicker out from Bomba. Good terrify from Sunset Lover. Quad shadow in. Skies will play it safe.
Man, you just don't know. You know, is Sakai's gonna go commit to it? Is he just gonna go ahead and whittle them down a little bit for the rest of the team to come in forward? Still waves pushing in. Now on the top side, they want to get this turret down. Again, the check, Sakai's will get that one.
The Sky Piercer proc. Render Apathy into the back line. The Wrath of the Dryad over to Yums, but he will be taken down. Now it's Hiko, gunning them down. Crab still able to take a damage, guys.
Oh, he gets that one. The double kill. One shot will jump in. So Sever isn't enough to take out Skies.
Team Spirit kicking SRG out of their base, but the damage has been done. A massive 12,000 gold lead. Checking the items. 4 big ticket items on Innocent. And the boy, Hiko. Hikomania's taken. It's time to take off. He barely just built his Wind of Nature.
Leo, That might be the biggest gold lead between a jungle or between the junglers in the M6 World Championship. That is building up to be a 5,000 gold lead for Skies.
Talk about a start, man. A start for the hometown jungler right now.
There you go.
What is One Shot thinking right now? It's a struggle. You saw that he almost took down Sekais.
Yeah.
If only he's built his Blade of Despair. I'm guessing that that's where he's going right now on his way. But with a 2-5-0 line, what can you expect? It would be an understatement to say that this is a utility Suyo.
Yep.
He's barely hitting the U.
And on the other side, Skies is dealing so much damage, I thought he had Sky Piercer.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that he doesn't, but the lead that he built himself, then he's got the Warcry Emblem. I mean, that's why he's been able to actually poke down so much too, and a lot of it is just, you know, before you know it, Team Spirit's like, man, where's our health bars? So as this next Lord comes up, I just don't think they have much of a choice, man, to just kind of wait for this. Even if they approach this, someone's going to get picked off by Yums as this Lord is already started up and quickly secured in.
Hiko is doing more damage to himself by attacking Cram than he is doing damage to Cram, and that's going to be a free Lord. I believe it still is the non-enhanced version, though.
It still is going to be a Lord that marches through top lane, and that should be Team Spirit watching their backs. Confirmed, it was not taken post the 12-minute mark, so it will not jump into that base. A lot of space for Team Spirit to work with.
They can actually make this work for them. Again, when you have this kind of deficit to work against, you need to buy so much time for this game to slowly turn back in your favor. And right now, as SRG preps up for the siege, I'm not sure if they're going to get that chance. There's the conceal already. Focusing on the mid turret, Skai's on the off angle. Lord making its way now. We'll see what they decide to do from this one. Still got to deal with the Lord. Mid turret's going to stay up, bottom as well. SRG though, retribution going to be used from One Shot too, but they keep it together for now. Turrets just a hit away on this mid lane. Kais goes in to check things out, but that wave will push into the mid side.
Valiant effort here by SRG, pushing in, looking for a fight.
Ejector over to Bomba, no crossbow tank just yet. Stormy gets the kill in the back. Skies now with the quad shadow over to Hiko. He knows he has the wind of nature. Winter Crown bot already. And now 3 base turrets taken down. Shadow kill to the back. Hiko will be able to pop in the wind of nature as Skies jumps back and forth with the quad shadow. Renner's apathy goes wild. Skies jumping with the quad shadow again.
Oh, he jumps back in. Still going to be clearing the waves. One shot's gone. Sunset Lever and Salo left. But that's all. That's all for game one. A dominant game one for SRG.
The Immortal Giants draw first blood in this best of 5. Up to the expectations of the hometown crowd.
That was a stomp. 13 minutes in, 22-4. Man, that was a 15,000 gold lead?
Yeah.
Need to check the numbers, but this could possibly be the biggest lead we've seen that a team has garnered in such a short amount of time in all of M6 so far. Great work by SRG. Team Spirit got to go back to the drawing board.
They are going to have to, because after a game loss like that, you got to start somewhere. And where do you start? Honestly, even that early game, the Hayabusa was just rolling for Sakai's.
It's not like the draft was bad. I think our analysts have a little bit more to say about that. Now that we've seen the game come through, let's head over to LaFell, Trex, Gideon, and Steph Weezy to break it down.
There's a lot to talk about here, but folks, I want to talk about the draft because Team Spirit has fought the Jawhead Hayabusa combination when they went up against Vamos. But Selangor Giants, they took this draft, they took this combination, and they made wonders with it. Trex, tell me, what happened between this Jawhead and Hayabusa that really won the game for Selangor Giants?
I think those early kills onto One Shot were extremely important. It immediately slows down the composition that Team Spirit brings. They need to buy time to get Hiko online, and the Jawhead Hayabusa
Please ban a hero. Your team is banning. The enemy is picking.
Ready, go!
Please pick a hero.
Come on, Dexter. We deserve
Shadow
the
of
spotlight.
obscurity!
The
Sancho.
enemy is picking.
No criminal goes unpunished. This will sting.
Your
You
team
have
is
my
picking.
word.
You should be ashamed
Demons
for
shall
not
bathe
trusting
in their
yourself.
blood.
The
The
enemy
light
is
belongs to the righteous.
My kiss grants you immortality or death.
I might not be a lighted man, but I do know my traits.
Wipe out all the injustice in the world.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
I plunge into the deepest darkness, seeking the light. Safe! Yep! Safe! The higher spiritual state is my pursuit, but also my weapon. Safe! My blade goes where suffering happens. When I lose my bearings, Indo guides me. Safe! Safe! I win without fighting. should a ninja fight for? Hayabusa. My weakness let me down. Different, but equally mortal. Yep. Say. Yep. Benevolent. Harder than any armor. Say. I came to lay the evil bare. Benevolent. Harder than any armor. Different, but equally mortal. Say! Ha!
Request backup.
I came to lay the evil bare. I win without fighting. Say! My blade goes where suffering happens.
Request backup.
A higher spiritual state is my pursuit, but also my weapon. Ha! My Waga. Indo.
Has been slain.
What should a ninja fight for? Hayabusa. Say!
Has been slain.
Lose my bearings. Indo guide I plummet into the deepest darkness, seeking the truth of What should a ninja fight for? Hayabusa.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Yep. When I lose my bearings, Indo guide me. Deliverance is harder than any art.
Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain. The enemy has slain.
I win without fighting.
Your team destroyed a turret. Our turret is under attack.
I plunge into the deepest darkness, seeking
Our turret has been destroyed.
a higher spiritual state is my pursuit, but also my weapon. My blade. Stay. My weakness weighs me down. Different, but equally more.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed. Enemy triple kill.
I came to lay the evil bare. What should a ninja fight for? Hayabusa.
Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
I win without.
Turret has been destroyed.
When I lose my bet, you don't guide me.
Enemy. Ally has been slain.
Stay. I plunge into the deepest darkness, seeking the truth. My weakness weighs me down. My blade goes where suffering happens.
Your turret is under attack.
I came to lay the evil bare. Benevolence is harder than any armor. A higher spiritual state is my pursuit, but also my weapon.
Has been slain. Ally has been slain. Killing spree. Request backup. Okay. An enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat. Understood.
Different, but equally mortal. Benevolence is harder than any armor.
The enemy has slain Lord.
I plunge into the deepest shadow. Shoot up.
Triple kill. An enemy has been
I mean,
Sawo, they're definitely going to be a threat when it comes to providing a little bit more protection for the jungle, right? One shot, he was having a very hard time getting online. There was a moment in the game where we got to see Sakai's double the amount of gold. I think there was a point in time where Mirko even mentioned might possibly be the biggest gold difference we have seen so far.
Oh, for sure. Sangre Giants, 20 seconds away from completing their draft. Once again, the final pick is going to be that mid laner. Whatever Stormy picks up will be the glue to really solidify the team. Trex, looking at the heroes here, he's going to pick it up soon. So I'm just going to ask you off the bat, what do you think about the draft coming in from Sangre Giants? There you go, the Veil.
It took a game. It took a game. It took a game. Honestly, Stormy could have picked just about anything right there. It would have felt okay in the draft. The Veil feels very good, sits inside of the box. Team Spirit, major win con. Don't die early, man. They have an Atan now, heavy late game. They need to make sure that they don't get picked off by the aggressive Jawhead and Suyo.
And now Oxiana Arena makes some noise as we throw it to the casters.
Game 2. Team Spirit looking to get back on track and equalize. SRG just iterating. Gentlemen, how do you feel about the draft?
You know what? I am feeling pretty good about it for Team Spirit this time around. They're doing the double revitalize strat this time around.
They know there's a lot of burst, especially after the Veil pick. They're going to try to out-sustain it, which teams have failed in the past to do.
Sounds like it's full on the vibe for Team Spirit as SRG once more puts my Malaysian goat Yums on that jawhead. They're going to cross that river as soon as they can. Game number 2 in this lower bracket semis best of 5. Team Spirit versus the Pride of Malaysia, Selangor Red Giants.
We'll see if they can pull it off this time around. Team Spirit, you know, I loved hearing the panel discussion about how they can go ahead and approach Game 2 differently because, man, Game 1 is not what they wanted. But now that you throw into the mix, you know, we saw this Veil how many times throughout the knockouts? Was it just once?
I think it was just Stormy. It was twice from Stormy.
Twice from Stormy? Yeah, one player that pulled it out, and Stormy brings it again. This is going to be troublesome to deal with.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the action unfolds, reminding you all to check out the M6 Pass. You can get it until the 29th of December. Now check out the Pixel Brush, visited by One Shot real quick. Folks, you could get your free rewards if you get the pass upgraded. You can get skins as far back as Beatrix's M4 exclusives. Down bottom, check this out. Innocent winning the lane against Hiko.
Yeah, Hiko's trying to get farm. Innocent bullying him. One shot gonna hit level 4 very quick. Jumps in on the skies, has a sax on him. Shadow kill gonna come through. Spear of Misery from Innocent in the Soul Sever. Not exactly, he just quelled him.
I'm almost surprised that he got caught there because, yeah, Innocent was right around the corner. He had to expect the Spear of Misery. But man, that's not the start you want here if you're one shot.
Moments like that make you wonder what exactly is going through. Hiko!
Soul Sever under the turret, skies slashing Hiko to bits.
As I was saying, Suyo's kit is so deceptively tanky that you can get away with things like that.
Gentlemen, right now, this is nearly the same first, what, 2
Even
minutes? Even better. Whichever team you're talking about here, this is a tough one to deal with.
And once more!
Ejector, the Queller, the Soul Sever, there's even Innocent, who's a late game, mid to late game pick, who's joining the fights.
You said your GOAT, right, Leo? You said the GOAT Yums here.
He's my GOAT. And it's undeniable. Real quick, a few seconds ago, emblems were up on screen, and I noticed, I think Team Spirit, they're investing so much into Thrill. This just gives us a message. They're saying we want to be part of the early game too, but maybe they're short on tenacities. Maybe they're short on a little bit of defense because SRG are out the gates once more.
And the crazy part about it is, you know, Yums not level 4 just yet. We'll have it really soon. First objective is up here, though. Oh, it's going to miss that Spear Destruction, so Hiko will be fine. Oh!
Yum's gonna be caught. Shadow kill over to the back. Yum's taken down. Skies shoots down the arrow. That's the AOG coming down.
Comes down. There's the setup. Now they're in trouble. Pop through, Revitalize. The double one falling through.
Project Glacier with the Windstorm coming down as well. Cram still able to get out for a bit. Sky shoots the arrow down. Bomba goes on the chase. Takes the chase down, and that will be One Shot who picks up the turtle for Team Spirit.
That's Team Spirit coming back, though, with a vengeance, at least in that exchange, so they get the objective and some kills.
Like a sledgehammer with a phalanx right behind it. Team Spirit putting up the firepower to defend One Shot's turtle take. Team Spirit on the board, taking down that gold lead down to about 100, 200 gold. SRG protecting Stormy. Gentlemen, how do we reckon Stormy's going to approach this? He does pick up the penetration boots. Does that mean he wants to join fights much sooner? Because when you're playing with a Veil, you kind of want to get your abilities leveled up first before you, get in the thick of it.
Yeah, I think at some point, you get a little bit of that penetration, but more so it comes with the crowd control, but just the burst is what really highlights here from the Veil, and I think part of it too is just you want to be able to continue to fight early on, if you will, but also just burst through that Revitalize, the double Revitalize that Team Spirit brought to this game. But it's a great adjustment with what Team Spirit's done.
Let's see, if SRG don't get that snowball going, it looked really good at the start. Now it's going to be a problem to sustain the double Revitalize. Early on, if you shut them down, especially the high-lows with the nerfs, yeah, you can actually still one-shot them. Now, if they stack in together, we saw how deadly the sustain was.
I was thinking that maybe Stormy should have prioritized the glowing one. We'll see if it bites them in the behind right now because they're maybe 1,000 gold away from it, looking at Stormy's item progression. Turtle spawns in the upper quarter in about half a minute. Look at the presence of Team Spirit down bottom. Is this them just clumping up because they have no eyes on any members of SRG? They're respecting the sudden aggression they can pop out from.
Yeah, they don't. And also taking a look at the gold lane difference. And that's why we saw Hiko actually trying to put some pressure on getting some of that extra gold from the turret because he's down a little bit. Nothing too crazy, Might have to rely on the his team here, but he gets the Feather of Heaven. But so far, so good. SRG maintaining the taunt in, though. He's going to crash down. It's Kid Bomba on the hill, but he's going to be fine. But the Turtle isn't coming up here. And now we get to see, because they're probably going to rotate also with Stormy now in this Veil.
Great priority for both teams here, but SRG first to the pit. Cram running into Sawo, Kid Bomba pushing him back.
All they need to do is get the Jawhead. They need to find him, always have vision on him. If Yums is able to catch him by surprise, ambush him, it'll be very tough.
It's going to be started up here once again. Kid Bomba at the front of it all. Takes a brunt of damage, though.
Revitalize coming down, though. Kid Bomba's able to survive. Frigid Glacier over to 2. Now, SOD not connecting. Shadow Kill from one shot. AOG.
Bang! Right on the mark. The passive are there, and they just wait for it. A good fight. And now SRG looking to take the Turtle.
2 men down for Team Spirit. EECA watching from home, thousands of miles away, reeling as SRG scores a turtle of their own. 5 minutes, 40 seconds in the game number 2 end. Stormy, wow, what is this? He's not building the glowing wand. He's just straight up genius.
More penetration, base penetration. If you want to go burst in the early game, I get it, I see it. Innocent will trade the turret down below for another turret up top as well. And man, Innocent failed the SOD, like he missed it, yet he still walked all the way up top.
It's crazy because that spear went right in between the mark, you know, and it could have been different this time around. Jumping in the mid lane, there's going to be some action here already.
Shadow Kill over the skies, very low, one shot, unable to get it. Now Frigid Glacier over the Crab. He's isolated and taken down. You can see the Spirit supporters here in Axiata as well. Windstorm and a Wind Blade, Sawo.
He's able to get away. Sliver of health. Oh, the spear too. Won't land that time. So Team Spirit keeping things at least to somewhat under control this time around.
Esan currently 0-0 on the SODs. But if we've ever seen anything from Innocent in the knockout stage alone, it's clutch time for him. It's clutch time for him. No one can stop the half-man, half-beast. One shot pushing Sekai's deep into his turret top lane. Mid lane, this is a fight just waiting to happen. Look at Yum's position right here.
He gets caught, has the entropy. Does it do it fast enough? The ejector pulls him back to the spears. Now, Yum's able to escape Lawrence pathway. Windstorm again from Stormy.
2 pickups already concealed to follow. Sekai's low. Not sure if they're just going to push him out of the jungle. They might want more.
Innocent with the spear of misery, pinning him down. It's Skies with a kill. Sawo with revitalized against 4 of the Selangor Red Giants as they take the tier 2 up top.
Get some! SRG bring the fight to Team Spirit. This is SRG Langar if I've ever seen it.
Man, not even the revitalizes enough to keep you together. And now in the mid lane, they'll take the tier 1. Cram holds up on the front side, and you're seeing where this Veil really fits into this lineup to make situations like that work.
Currently, Selangor Giants 4,000 gold ahead, and we still have 1 turtle left. Sekai's deep into the pit as the rest of SRG hold mid. Look at that! An ejector on the Stormy, keeping our harms away. Yums is locked in.
Mind you, he's only got a
What a set! Whoa! From down below, he goes over to SOD. Connecting onto 2.
Again, Sawo's in trouble. Here comes Sekai's.
Hiko with entropy, looking for the kill. Cram's able to sustain. Hiko taken down by Skies as he goes in. Now Soul Severed out the Bomba, and he escapes. Innocent got the SOD from downtown, and he finished the 3-item power spike at 8 minutes.
At 8 minutes, Innocent locked it in, and now they're ready to lock in this Lord.
Innocent, I told y'all, he's missing these SODs, but he's never missing the mark. Free Lord for Selangor Red Giants, and down bottom, look, Innocent's up picking a fight with Bomba.
You ban out his Bruno, you ban out his Granger, he pulls out the 1-1. The 1-1 gets banned out by SRG, they go for the Moskov.
This young man, Esan, has infinite weapons walking into the lower bracket semis.
Oh man, and I mean, look at the deficit now. The gap between the gold laners specifically. You're gonna need a lot more time here for Hiko to build up. We know that Nathan does build up late game, but are they gonna get there? Because right now SRG is looking to close in towards the base of Team Spirit.
The boy is rushing a Holy Crystal. I don't know if that's the smartest idea. I'm not a gold laner, but I'd reckon with the aggression that SRG is bringing, maybe a Bloodwings first?
There's too much damage to deal with it anyway. You have to just go Glass Cannon at this point. Gamble on your damage compared to the enemy damage. You have to gamble on yourself. Mechanically, you need to dodge from all these shots.
So it's all or nothing. Hiko, Mania, or bust. SRG 1 game away from match point, an ejector.
Ensemble force. Bomba's able to survive with the revitalized Cram with the AOG defensively. That's a Rose Gold Dog from Innocent. Skies gets away. Tier 2 taken down in mid lane. They're looking to the bottom lane again. Innocent on it. Tier 2 down below. Taken out.
Able to push it away. A couple shots here from outside of the base. The spear's gonna land. Innocent jumps in.
Gets the pin down onto Hiko. No entropy used just yet. Solo! Executed by the Soul Sever. Bomba with Revitalize as well. Now, it's gonna be the Windblade. Constantly poking him down. Lord taking down. One shot. Jumping in. Spear of Israel. Oh! The fade away from Innocent.
He's able to find it. Sakai's now on the run. Still working on the turret, taking a couple shots. The taunt from Cram, though.
Cram coming down. Oh, Windstorm, Frigid Glacier onto Yums. Innocent piercing down. Passive down, Power of the Wilderness to bonk Innocent back.
And Team Spirit, despite it all, will still hold on to that turret, but they lost bodies.
It cost too much for Team Spirit to defend, but SRG are relentless. Amazing work by the MSC 2024 champions. Gentlemen, they counted the amount of revitalizers left. They checked where Hiko was. And yes, they did not find the boy, but they eventually made Team Spirit pay. They are approaching an 8K gold lead right now, and they're living in Spirit's jungle.
Sawa with the glorious pathway still poked down a bit. Entropy from Hiko. Both teams, well, just TS. They're looking to disengage every time SRG make a move.
I think at that point, man, you just don't want to take the fight. Even when you have, that Revitalize, you're seeing how overloaded the damage is right now for SRG. It's going to be up to Kid Bomba to go ahead and scout some of these moments out here if they can actually move around the map, but they're kind of stuck in a bad situation to be in here. Unless now Hiko has the damage profile on this Natan, but you can just see the placement. One shot, sees Innocent. Oh, blocking the SOD. They're gonna go for it.
Quad Shadow into the Shadow Kill. Innocent gonna be very low. Stay able to cut away now as Bomba jumps into the Power Wilderness, but Innocent survives. One shot in the back, gets caught by the storm.
One shot's gone, and now Sunset Lover has to get out. They'll hold on together. The Lord is up, and SRG knows what to do from here.
A perilous attempt by Team Spirit to catch Innocent off guard, but in the end, it was the half-man, half-beast who was playing bait, and SRG bit down hard once they saw Team Spirit overcommit.
Entropy, Hiko gets the kill. The boy has finally gotten on the board.
It's got on the board, man, but is it too late? This is going to be another major objective. The Lord going in the hands of SRG. A power spike for them, and to move into the base now.
We are in real time witnessing a coming-of-age story, a rite of passage for Hiko Mania. He was popping off in IOI, but now, in front of thousands in Axiata, can he take off? Can Hiko Mania run wild in this historic ground? Cramir checking the bush. This is, I think, what Team Spirit's looking for, these free pickoffs, but they're not biting. The fact that they don't see where the rest of the Giants are means they have to respect this 9K gold lead.
Because that's the thing, even if you said Kinbomba or you send one of your tankier members, you're always at the threat of being tossed by Yums. And if at this point, with this kind of lead and this kind of itemization that you see from SRG, your tankiest heroes from Team Spirit are going to be taken down. That's a Divine Glaive now for Stormy, who, later on he built that glowing wand of Divine Glaive.
It's just so tough. SRG 10,000 gold lead. It's not an enhanced Lord, but this could be an end angle. Glorious pathway. Oh, the Pierce from Innocent, almost catching him. A knockup onto Bomba. That is just Stormy's damage.
Yums looking for a target to possibly toss up, but they already get that top and mid turret down. Still the wave being patient to push in on the bottom side. They're going to clear out these waves, still going forward. And right now, Team Spirit on the defense.
Slowly but surely, SRG building the siege again. Bottom wave.
This is a miserable position for Kid Bomba. There are no bushes to use his passive, so he has to use space. And with this last inhibitor standing down bottom, SRG can approach this from a very, very precise angle, scalpel-like in their approach. SRG happy to hold his 10,000 gold lead. A minute and change before this Lord spawns. Upper quarter. Innocent picking up, I think, the icing on the cake here. Wind of Nature. The only one who can really touch him. Oh!
Ejector, Windstorm, that's the combo. Say goodbye to Bomba with Revitalize or without, it doesn't matter. One shot, going to the back, Skies, slashing his swords to zone the ninja away.
And down a member. Does SRG actually look to close out the game? They have no waves pushing in, so even with that pickoff, that might be all they get.
There's very little Team Spirit can do. especially with a man down. They need Kid Bomba to peel. They need Kid Bomba to rush right in front of Hiko. The boy cannot do this alone.
So you can see the poke here. Yums in the back with ejector. Windblade as well. One shot with the shadow kill. They wasted him clear down as the AOG gets used defensively by Cram. Sunset Lover taken down by Skies. Hiko getting the kill onto Yums. The piercing damage right in his hands.
And they keep it going. Sawa will survive that one. And they're still going.
Wind of Nature from Innocent kiting back. Bomba very low. One shot jumps in. And he jumps back away. The Spirit of Misery almost caught him, but he was able to blink in time, and somehow Team Spirit keep it alive.
Well, I'll be damned. The heart and soul of EECA, the dominant team running for 3 years straight, hold out, shrinking that gold lead, diminishing it, cutting it by a fourth, down to just 7,000. There may be some life left in Spirit.
You can't deny not just life, but actual spirit for them to hold on together, given how much they were working against, and now they're getting in position to actually start up this Lord here.
All right, Pixel Brush held in, forcing out a defensive AOG.
Wait a minute. Stormy catching them in the windstorm. Innocent claims the kill as one shot tried to go for the shadow kill.
They're going to back off here. They don't have their jungler, and just like that, again, an interaction that we've seen so many times from SRG will get them the advantage on the Lord. Kid Bomba in the front.
Yones with the Unstoppable Force now taken down again by Hiko. You can start to see the damage. Guys jumping in, SOD going wide. Now it's a knock-up. Sky's very low. Bomba gets a bonk. Hiko gets the double.
Give the boy a chance here. He's already got the double. The Lord's going to reset for now.
Innocent.
It's going to be backed off here. Innocent though.
Spirit Misery, but no, Hiko goes all in all. Hiko claims the shutdown as a stun. Stormy will be shut down by Hiko as he claims a double. Sky's walking forward. Soul Saver not connecting. Hiko!
It's a delayed Savage for Hiko Mania!
Hiko does it. Finds the clutch off the base defense just minutes ago, and now they've got the Lord.
Say goodbye to that gold lead, SRG. As Team Spirit are now alive and kicking, they score an enhanced Lord.
Remember, folks, in the knockout stages when Spirit was down, 8,000, 9,000 gold, there's only one thing you can hear in the back rooms: protect the boy.
Oh man, and that they did. Not only protect the boy, but Hiko's positioning phenomenal in that last fight. And now they've got a momentum in their favor. I mean, they diminished, what, a 10,000 plus gold lead.
This young man from ECA of Korean heritage is one of just 3 savages in the M series, following in the footsteps of Albert, Carl Teasy, and now Hiko Mania marching through mid.
Gotta be careful though. That's a glass cannon build. Bomba gonna be caught in the Unstoppable Force and the Windstorm. All the resources used up. One shot coming down. That's a stun over as well. Frigid Glacier, so many resources.
Already going to be used up, but again, still have to deal with the Lord now. Down to the bottom side, SRG, full force heal. They'll lose the tier 2 turret. Mid lane, they'll defend and clear out the waves though. So now, approaching this base defense.
A little too over-eager. As Spirit are down, they might as well just waste this Lord. Cram comes in.
One last shot from the Trident should do it. Base turret in the bottom lane taken down. And that's a far lane. SOD, Innocent with a moment. Jumping in, going for a lot of damage, piercing through.
Cram goes in, charging up the Unbreakable. Look for Hiko!
Purify, yo, Hiko with Entropy, but Stormy shuts it down. Sunset Lover will be pinned down. That's the passive, but it does not matter.
One shot.
Shadow kill. What? What happened with his HP bar?
He's gone. He's out of here. He had one shot and he lost it.
Clear disappointment and discomfort from Kid Bomba was not how that fight was. They were looking to go through. And now suddenly Silango Red Giants, the man advantage. Kid Bomba pushed out of that bush. Can Sawa and Kid Bomba defend?
Only 2 frontliners left to defend with the likes of Innocent just piercing down. Bomba gonna be ejected down as well. Unstoppable Force, that's mortality. Sawo and Bomba will fall under the AOT.
There it is, and that's the game. A little bit of hope, a little bit of spirit, but it wasn't enough.
Silango Red Giants at match point. One more game to continue through the Golden Road.
Oh man, just when you thought Team Spirit had it in control, they got a little overzealous, and SRG punished it.
Thousands of gold laners watching today would love to be in the position Hiko was. And I can hear thousands of them typing away.
Yep.
You were a little too forward, sir. You were a little too forward.
Just one mistake, just one big play.
Your team is banning. Please ban a hero. Your team is picking.
Pain is the proof that I'm still alive.
It's my way or the highway.
Charge! Knights of Night! Your team is picking.
Mark my name, schemers.
Let me protect you, my Munyon Empire.
The enemy is picking.
May the blood of my enemies flow from my spear.
Let's play together.
Your team is picking.
Muscle of iron, bones of steel.
Light will fall prey to shadow.
Night falls. Let the killing begin.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
The universe is big enough for more than one. Remember this dagger of pain. This is what you asked for. Fellow citizens of the cosmos, lend me your strength! I am the moon to the stars. The hero for the weak. Those guys are a bit odd, but not evil. For glory! Humans have been obsessed with power and bloodshed since the dawn of time. For peace! How insignificant they are compared to the galaxy.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
For glory! Those who kill by desire have no right to live. Beings are all like stars. Humans have been obsessed with power and bloodshed since the dawn of time. For peace! Those guys are a bit off, but not evil. Fellow citizens of the cosmos, let me for glory! Those who kill for desire have no right to live. For peace!
Triple kill.
The glory of Remember this dagger of pain. This is what you asked for. How insignificant they are compared to the galaxy. The universe is for peace! Beings are all like stars.
Destroyed a turret.
For glory!
Godlike.
Those guys are a bit off, but not too bad. Beings are all like stars. For glory! How insignificant they are compared to the galaxy.
Free.
For peace! I am the moon for the stars.
Gather up the turtle. Launch attack.
Remember the dagger of pain. This is what you asked for.
An ally has slain the turtle.
Humans have been obsessed with power. For glory! Fellow citizens of the cosmos, lend me your strength!
Your team destroyed a turret.
Those who kill for desire have no right to live. The universe is big enough for more than one race. For glory!
Legendary.
Sorry.
Remember this dagger of pain. This is what you asked for. For peace! Those guys are a bit odd, but not for glory! For peace!
Monster kill. Ally has been slain.
Fellow citizens of the cosmos, lend me your strength! For glory! The universe is big enough for more than one race. I am the moon for the stars, the hero for the weak. For glory! Let me sleep.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Remember this dagger of pain. This is what you asked for. For peace! Those guys are a bit off, but not. Glory! I am the moon for the stars, the hero for the weak.
Our turret has been destroyed.
How insignificant they are compared to the galaxy.
The enemy has slain Lord.
For peace! Beings are all like stars. The universe is big enough for more than one race. Humans have been obsessed with power and bloodshed since the dawn of time. For glory! I am immune to the stars.
And it all turns XP because you just pick up the Aerithel now, and then you wait to see what you want to put in your XP lane.
Or you can just do it the other way around. Either way, I think this should... Is there any concern for picking up Aerithel, right? Does that mean that TS now skew their entire composition to always be attacking the gold lane? Because Aerithel has only 1 or 2 battle spells. It's either Purify or most ideally Sprint. Because that's a large part of her damage kit. Oh, they go straight for the Gatot.
Still hiding Innocence Hero, but yeah, I mean, maybe they just don't want to take that risk. So far, Gatot has been doing good. Just stick with it. Team Spirit, how did they finish this out?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question right there. How are they going to wrap this up? You already have the Hilda. It's going to most likely be in the XP lane for Kid Bomba. So that raises the question, what is Sabo going to do from here, right? Is he going to go for the setup potential? He needs to find a way to deny the explosive KY combination from SRG. They find ways to disrupt and get to the backline each and every time, and they need that Hiko train to get online as soon as possible. And there you have it. There goes the pickup. It will be the Hylos.
I like the Hylos. What do they put for Mage right here?
Even when all is forlorn.
Pick up back, so you get some crowd control, you get some stiff arm, you get some ability to still work around. Everything's still pretty simple for Team Spirit, pretty straightforward overall.
Oh yeah, they're definitely looking for those big clapbacks. If they find a little pockets to send in one shot to maybe try and protect him, at least they have lanes that could force out priority, which is good. It's good to see that there is, you know, a tighter draft coming in from Team Spirit, but at the same time, SRG, now you're going to have to show your marksman pick, and based on what you're seeing, the high loss alone makes it a little difficult to play the Aerithel unless you are committing fully to the sprint in the first place. Again, a lot of her damage does come from her passive.
I've been waiting for
and
too
it makes
long.
you wonder the final pick. I was going to say carry, and there it goes. SRG. How are we feeling about it?
I feel like they're taking a page out of the book for Vamos, or this could just be a Malaysian special now. And now, the crowd, Axiat Arena, either for Team Spirit or Selangor Red Giants. Give it up. This might be the last game as we throw it over to the casters.
Selangor Red Giants are about 1 game away from knocking Team Spirit out, but remember, the last time these athletes from ECA were in a situation like this, they went all the way against their opponents in See You Soon from M5. It's Mirko, Naisu, and Leo at your service, bringing you game number 3 in this best of 5. Can Spirit bounce back?
You're right. It was a reverse sweep up against See You Soon. SRG, though, they got the home crowd advantage.
They got the home crowd advantage. They got double revitalized again. We'll see if they have a better luck this time around.
Ladies and gentlemen, game number 3, match point for the Immortal Giants. 1 more game to forge their way forward through the Golden Road.
You know, the Golden Road at this point is looking a lot closer, I would say, for the home team, SRG. Team Spirit, the victory from game 2 was close to them, but then they overstepped. And I'm hoping that they have a better early game this time around as they transition through this early to mid game, because that's really where a lot of things just kind of scaled out of control for SRG.
I guess we got our questions answered as well in the draft, right? We were talking about the 1-1 pick. Was it too early? Could we see a possible Aerithel to counter it? And no, we didn't. Not even Pan actually here, one shot. Dealing a bit of damage to Skies, going back in with a quad shadow this time, gaining a bit more confidence.
Very similar matchup from game number 2 as Sekai is playing the ever cautious utility Suyo over One Shot's Hayabusa, Sunset Lover, blasting Stormy from that river brush. One Shot, look at this. Gutsy moves, crossing the river, taking that small cap away. Ejector by Yoon.
Oh, that's a punish for sure, Skies. Soul Sever, first blood. Deja vu to game 1 and 2. Cram just reading into the moves from Team Spirit.
Humes will continue to do this, man. I mean, this is now the third time that he's had the Jawhead, and he makes it look so easy because in essence, all he has to do is he catches someone off guard, throws him into a turret, and that's almost an automatic kill at that point.
We're a few World Championships removed from the days of the TikTok plays on the Jawhead, and Humes has just been playing it clean. How does Team Spirit not allow that from happening once more? Kid Bomba jumps in.
Walking up to Cram. Does the same thing with the entire team. Everybody just walking up here, but One Shot is going to be down on level. Sky's about to hit level 5, and One Shot has just hit level 4.
The stalwart vanguards from Team Spirit not allowing what happened in the past couple of games to dictate the pace here. Game number 3. I'm glad to see them still cross the river. Innocent in trouble.
Further airstrike coming out. Oh, Eco doesn't have the angle to go for the weakness point. Flicker forward. And the last few shots from Innocent. He needs to go for it. Innocent flickers forward. Gets the kill up top. It's a trade. Bomba takes down Cram.
What a play. They will go ahead and trade it out, but that's also going to be an objective now for Team Spirit to go ahead and secure this in. But what a play. One Shot gets that turtle. Sakai's meanwhile will go ahead and take some extra minions here from the jungle. So I was might give this a go. Retribution.
Sakai's keeping them away. That's one way to use your battle spell. So far so good. Selangor Giants keeping up the pace despite giving up that first turtle. Able to get wins across the map. Team Spirit though, look at this. Pushing Sakai's in.
Shadow kill. Kid Bomba with the power of wilderness as well. Sky's taken down. One Shot picking up that kill.
This time, Team Spirit has adjusted properly. I mean, able to go ahead and pick up kills where they can. This is a better start than they have had in the previous 2 games. So if they can go ahead and bring the momentum in their favor, and even if that's One Shot, then he might be able to go ahead and start things up to a better mid-game for Team Spirit.
Armchair analyst incoming. I do believe this is how Team Spirit should play this game.
Yeah.
Straight up Davai Gaming. Throw yourselves at Selangor Giants. Throw yourselves at Innocent before he hits his mid-game power spike. This carry, sure, in the 10, 11-minute mark will start hurting Sawa, but right now, you have the major advantage. Hiko can actually just take to the skies.
And that's why they should throw themselves into SRG, because of they have, you know, these tankier heroes. But not only that, essentially they will have 6 bodies in these team fights too when the Eternal Guard is dropped down. But then you got to double Revitalize to help up on extending the fights, if you will.
And I think right now, honestly though, Spirit, as much as I would want to agree, you want to just throw yourself at SRG, I think playing for the mid-game is fine too, as long as they are able to control the neutral objectives like they did for the first turtle, and as long as Hiko farms up to that mid-game power spike, it should still be very, very good for them. It's just SRG have a lot more oomph to their ambushes.
And this is the push and pull, these internal voices that's going on through Team Spirit's mics right now. Comms, how to recover, and look at this, the interception, the ejection!
Oh, unstoppable force too. AOG coming from the back as well. Sawo able to go for the stun. Punch Shadow and the Shadow kill over. Stormy very low. It's an assassination over the Skies. 1 for 1. Bomba for Skies.
A trade that Team Spirit, I'd say, is happy to take, especially the fact that it goes to One Shot, and now they can go ahead and scale in further by taking this turtle. One Shot will do exactly that. I don't think there's going to be an answer from SRG for this one.
I'll take that trade twice on weekends. Kid Bomba for Sakai's, Sakai's for Kid Bomba over and over again. EEC now scores their 2nd turtle in Game 3. Is it just me, or does Team Spirit just need time to warm up, get themselves accustomed to Axiata Arena? Hiko in Innocent's face.
Baiting out the flicker, doesn't use the Inspired. Good trade from Hiko.
Yeah, already getting that trade. You can see some of the focus here too. If they decide to go and follow through, knowing that now we have the information, Innocent doesn't have a flicker, that would be great for Hiko and just the overall game plan of Team Spirit. If they can get Hiko online faster on the Wanwan, because we know how decisive a good crossbow tank can be for Hiko.
Team Spirit, their jungler, One Shot, a veteran of the M series. For those who don't know, this is not his first rodeo. Playing his best game right now in the series, 2-0 currently. I'd say close to where Sakai's is, maybe just down about 150 gold. And that's what's keeping Team Spirit in this game. The fact that One Shot is actually playing MLBB.
Yeah, the last game, man, he didn't get to play much.
The last 2.
The last 2, if you will, didn't get to play much. But this time around, just overall, you know, the fact that he gets early kills is enough, but here's a conceal play again. The crash down to Kid Bomba.
Ejector 2, Stormy with the feather airstrike. Kid Bomba is down. Soul Sever from Skies. No trade on the board from Team Spirit. In the bottom lane, it's just Hiko farming as usual on Spirit. We're just going to occupy this bush.
Conservation of resources. Kid Bomba understood the assignment. He knew that he was going to die. Runs into the bush, keeps his Revitalize, respawning in just a few seconds here. And Team Spirit keeping themselves scarce. They held that river brush, now moving through the Y, looking to defend against Sekai's up top, keeping all of their turrets safe. They're going to need it for the mid-game power spike.
The big items also being locked in here. Hiko now picking up that DHS. He already had the Corrosive Scythe. So rushing the Trinity at this point, that's what I meant by, you know, Team Spirit really wants to go online quick here, and now they might force a fight here. Oh, where's Pathway?
Ejector coming out, and is able to go for the damage as well. Whoa, AOG locking him down.
There it is now, still going out. Sawa in trouble, getting focused down.
Double for Cram. Hiko got all the weakness points, but it's only on to Cram. He knew that if he popped it, it would be no use.
Team Spirit scrambled. Last turtle scored by SRG. Now up, ballooning fourth. About 1,500 gold. 7.5 minutes in, what went wrong?
The lead for Spirit from the first minute to the 6th, it was almost an illusion. The lead was held by SRG despite the kills going to Team Spirit, despite the neutral objectives going to Spirit.
Yeah, part of that too. I mean, looking at the itemization alone, this is the pressure they want to play with. They're going to focus down this tier 1. Not sure if they're able to get it. Kid Bomba, though, going to jump in. Of course, Pathway already used too, but they just disengage. There's a toss-up.
Ejector, Innocent, shredding him down. Yums picks up the kill. Eternal Guard whipping. That's all of the weakness points, but Yums flickers out perfectly out of the way of the crossbow attack.
Heartbreak in the bottom lane as Team Spirit are clearly outranged. AOG by Cram.
And Yums, though he is low, he wants to go in, concealing in the back. Feather airstrike over to Sawo. That's the horse down. Innocent takes the kill. 8-3, 3,000 gold lead. Unstoppable force. Now the quad channel back and forth. Yums very low, still able to escape again. Revitalized from Cram. Come here, buddy. I got some healing.
How does SRG just keep getting away? How does Yums keep getting away with this and not going down?
Immaculate tower juggling. Selangor Red Giants pushing the mechanics of the game to their utmost limit. 4,000 gold ahead now. 8-40 in. Innocent going 1v3.
No, he can't do much more here. Innocent able to escape. Oh my goodness. Stormy helps him. Cram comes in, but it was Innocent. All Innocent.
You can always rely on Stormy, and the connection between him and Innocent has been on point all throughout M6.
The Mage Prodigy guilty of accessory to murder.
One by one, they're all falling like flies. SRG are picking them off.
Oh, it looks like they're going to actually focus down on this tier 2 now. It just seems like they just went full force in the last minute or two.
My goodness, flicker from Stormy. Almost catching Hiko in the fadeaway there. Innocent claiming the turret as Stormy zoned him away. Oh man.
Over and over again, every single game in this series, SRG seem to find a way to get Innocent to bait something out from Team Spirit. How is the Vanguards of ECA not learning from this?
I don't know, man.
Every single time!
Every single time it happens. It looks like they actually want to go ahead and try to brute force themselves into this fight, but it's going to be taken. Where's Pathway to drop down?
Indecisive, punish for it. One shot to the back, going in with the shadow kill as well. But it's only on to Innocent, who's able to flick around. Innocent guiding away, one shot to the back. Stormy survives again, AOT.
Hiko going back under the turret, and one shot's already taken out of the picture. Does SRG want more? They load in.
Oh, that's a crossbow tang over the sky. Sunset Lover picks up the kill. So at least it's a trade. But somehow, some way, Divine Intervention has its way. Innocent and Stormy are just untouchable.
They're untouchable. And it seems like, again, it's just they want to fight. Team Spirit wants to take these fights, but it just doesn't. It seems like they haven't learned.
Selangor Red Giants, every single athlete feel it in their fingertips. They're approaching the point of no return. Lord marching down bottom. Stormy with a pre-fire feathered airstrike, clearing that wave. Second tier turret in mid taken down. These Holy Shields are up next.
Holy Shield's already going down here. They're going to work on this Lord. Should be able to clear it out just fine. We saw even a bigger lead from SRG previously, and they still took the discipline route.
Oh, good tear right down. Shutdown picked up by one shot. Innocent. Okay, so they get the kill back.
That is but one of the few ways Team Spirit can actually reach SRG. Without Sawa's glorious pathway, they are 9 out of 10 times outranged by Selangor Red Giants.
By Stormy.
By Stormy.
By Stormy alone.
The artillery is a whole lot to deal with. Look at the player head-to-head here right now, especially for Innocent. But again, Hiko, throughout the series, this has been the story. This has been the trend for him, where you got to see him catch back up. The boy's got to get the items and the gold that he needs here to match against Innocent.
Struggling to have Hiko Mania take off. Team Spirit seem to be lost here in this best of 5. But one game away, you can hear Axiata Arena, all of the Ultras shashing their way towards the point of no return, a minute until the Lord spawns upper quarter of the map. Sekai's keeping himself scarce. A big item pickup. Innocent grabs his Wind of Nature.
That's a massive power spike, and not the normal kind, you know, not damage, but for SRG, the main source of damage that they have to deal with is physical. It's just Sunset Lover who can now maybe look to deal damage onto Innocent, but by that time, Innocent should already probably have enough damage to tread through the front line.
And once more, another bait play setting up here. Cram leading to where Sekai's is.
It's leading him, providing so much vision too. And right now, SRG doesn't really have to do anything until this Lord comes up. It's just playing around the macro, the vision that they can provide themselves, spotting out Team Spirit on where they are and how to set things up, because again, Team Spirit is going to go ahead and throw themselves in this team fight. I don't think we see them give this Lord up as they go ahead and make their way still up there. Now Lord spawning in.
That is just the ebb and flow of battle. As long as Team Spirit don't score anything on the map, Selangor Giants stay ahead. Cram pulling them in. Pixel brush past, River brush as well. In comes Stormy.
Man, half HP. Oh, one shot goes into the back. Nah, doesn't even matter. Stormy wings by wings out. There is no threat. Stormy can stand in feathered airstrike against a Hayabusa, no problem.
He's going to be fine, and now, knowing that some of those resources down, this is just that green light once again for SRG to secure the Lord, and that they do. They'll go for a reset, get locked and loaded and ready to now march into the base of Team Spirit, who doesn't have those shields left up.
Infinite sheeshes, confirming that we are not in deja vu, not a loop, not a repeated performance of game 1, 2, and 3, because right now, Cram is feeling it. Sheeshin throughout Axiata Arena. Look at this almost unkillable Gatot Kacha. Got physical defense, got magic defense.
That's all you need.
He's got Revitalize.
Even Hiko's gonna think twice about it.
Now we already saw him think twice about it. A couple of times, all weakness points on him. And the thing is, Cram can walk up. It doesn't even matter if you get the crossbow attack, he could just AOG.
How do your boys reckon? He picked up the Malefic gun, so maybe that should help him close the gap. Help him take off a little sooner.
He's going to close the gap with that, but at the same time, it's just dealing with this concealed play already going to be used. They're going to force in, setting up in the mid lane, Glorious Pathway to cut off the wave, but that top turret's already gone.
A slow and steady approach by Selangor Red Giants. They've got a massive 6,500 gold lead, putting Bomba at about half health. This is the same spot Bomba found himself in game number 2. A Hilda with no bushes.
Innocent sieging down the mid lane. Ejector! Bomba gonna be isolated from the team. Now one shot jumps into the back, but it's only on the skies. Revitalize from Cram. It's enough damage. No Winter Crown! Cram gets away. The curse blast missed time. Airstrike from Stormy!
Stormy finds the mark with the feathered airstrike. And now 2 down for Team Spirit as SRG makes their way in the bottom lane.
What have they done to my boy? Hiko can't take off. It's a no-fly zone, says SRG.
20 seconds under that timer. Oh, Skies! Diving in!
Skies jumps in, keeps one shot at bay, jumps back.
That's a double for Skies. That's another for Innocent. If not now, when?
If not them, who?
That's who. You can hear the crowd here. The Giants will sweep the Dragons of the North.
They stand their ground strong and push forth. Selangor Red Giants are moving up to the lower bracket finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an ordinary win. This is a full sweep. This is a stomp. This is a declaration of war from SRG to Liquid and perhaps the ones who wait in the grand finals.
SRG came into this one and they said, let's get it. And that they did.
As for Team Spirit, I'll tell you now, it's free to dream. And they wanted to push forth further than they did in last World Championship, but here they have to bow out. Let's throw it over to our hosts on stage.
The Dragons of the North has stood their ground to be one of the world's best. Unfortunately for the Dragons, their journey